Be high energy. You know what it is. This time on Paint by Monster, you're going to need heavy drawing paper or watercolor paper, a pencil, a good eraser, not just that little pink nipple on the end of your pencil, also some ink, watercolors, and a little bit of drawing skill. It's January 1st, 2018. 2018 is a Chinese year of the dog, so this time I'm going to make a picture of a cat. Keep watching. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Paint by Monster with me, your host, Easel Monster. Happy New Year! I hope you've got lots of good stuff planned for this year. I'm going to make sure I get plenty of the 3 N's. That's Netflix, naps, and new episodes. January 1st is the birthday of B. Kliban, American cartoonist and illustrator. And in this episode, I'm going to make a copy of one of my favorite B. Kliban cat illustrations. So, let's get started. B. Kliban was born on this day in 1935 in Norwalk, Connecticut. He's the author of 10 books or so, including Never Eat Anything Bigger Than Your Head and Whack Your Porcupine and Other Drawings. He illustrated for Playboy magazine, among other publications, and is probably best known for his really terrific little illustrations of cats. These things are so popular they still sell calendars with his little drawings on them. There are several ways you can make your own copy of something. You can trace it and transfer the tracing onto your own paper and then paint that. Maybe we'll do that, but in a different episode. You could print it out and copy it onto your paper with the use of a light table, which is also another episode. But today, I printed it out, and I'm looking at it and just redrawing it, faithfully trying to match Mr. Kliban's style and composition. Kliban's drawings got so popular they printed them on pillowcases. And man, that's how you know you've arrived. When somebody thinks they can sell your art printed on sheets and pillowcases, your work has transcended its original medium. Man, where do you think Walt Disney made all that money? Cartoons? No. Little Mermaid sleeping bags, man. Like printing your own money. Kliban was an art school dropout, and yet he went on to create a multi-million-dollar business with his work, hitting its peak probably in the 80s. Now, I toyed with the idea of adding little red tennis shoes onto this cat because cats in shoes is one of the things that Kliban is famous for, and I penciled them on here. But, on second thought, I'm just going to try to maintain the integrity of Kliban's original little drawing and be faithful to his art. Speaking of which, here is some of Kliban's just brilliantly hilarious work. He didn't like interviews, and he only did a handful of them. Here is a clip taken from an interview that B. Kliban did with Stephen Wanker in 1978. I'll put a link to the whole interview in the description for those of you who are interested. I am not recommending it, though.
I feel that basically they're an intrusion on my privacy, and I'm a private person who happens to be in a public occupation.
So you can get away with kind of being a hermit, at least artistically.
Yes, nobody recognizes me, which is fine.
And you don't like to have your picture taken?
Not particularly. Certain photographers really put me off.
His New York Times Obituary quoted him as saying in 1978, People assume I'm gaga about cats. I like them, but I'm not silly about them. Cats look like cartoons. There's something funny and vulnerable and innocent about them. And he's right. There is. I'll put a link to his New York Times obituary in the description. By the way, if any of you figures out how to get to page 2, I'd appreciate knowing. Leave me a comment below, please. Anyway, B. Kliban died August 12th of 1990. He was 55 years old. And since this is a copy, down here we'll put E. Monster after the manner of B. Kliban. Here it is side by side with the original. Love to eat them mousies. Mousies what I love to eat. Bite their little heads off. Nibble on their tiny feet. Oh, thank you for that, Mr. Kliban. Yep. Well, that's it for this time. Again, Happy New Year, which reminds me, January 1st is also National Hangover Day. It's also National Bloody Mary Day, so don't forget to safely and legally enjoy one of those today, boys and girls. Also, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and even hit that little bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. And when will that be? Tomorrow, Tuesday, January 2nd, for Roger Miller's birthday, dang me. Paint by Monster is made by one monster sitting in a tiny upstairs bedroom studio smack downtown in Muncie, Indiana. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, go make some art, and see you next time. All B. Kliban images in this video are copyright Judith K. Kliban, who is Kliban's second wife. And that's how it ought to be, too. First wife gets nothing!